Hey guys, I want to take a couple minutes to go over the new database that I'm putting out today. This is formatted for if you have OA sheet leads. So let's go through it real quick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your OA sheet leads and you're just going to copy the leads. You don't need to copy the headers, just the actual rows of leads into this first tab called leads. And then when you come over to this second tab called ASINs, these ASINs are going to populate for you automatically. Okay, so we're just going to copy these ASINs. You don't need to copy the word ASIN, just the actual ASINs. And we're going to head over to Product Finder. And just in case you don't know how to get there, so we're going to go to keepa.com. You have to have a Keepa account for this, but you should anyways if you don't. So if you don't, get one. Go to Data, Product Viewer. I think I said Product Finder earlier. I meant Product Viewer. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a really long day. Okay, and so we're going to click here and paste that list in. Load list. Okay, now we have to have our columns configured in a certain order to make all this work. I will have a video that I will post below on how to configure your columns correctly to get this to download. So I'll paste the link for that in my video. There is also a second video that explains how to use the ASIN remover tool that's in the database as well. And so I'll paste the link for that as well. I just tried to break these up so you didn't have to watch like one super long video. Okay, so we're going to have our columns. We're going to configure our columns. And those are going to be in the order of buy box current, new third-party buy box, new current, FBA pick and pack fee, sales rank, and then count of retrieved live offers. Okay, and then we're going to export this and export all active columns, Excel. And bear with me because I probably should have exported this ahead of time, but I did not. Hopefully I can get it to pull up decently fast for you guys. My computer's a little ancient. Alright, I'm going to be back once I get this to pull up. Okay guys, so I did finally get that to pull up. Sorry about that. So once this is pulled up, you're going to need to hit Enable Editing. Okay. And then the first thing I automatically do is I take this title box and I make it a whole bunch smaller because it does not need to be that big. Okay. Now you notice this right here. Okay. So you notice we have one area to put in our buy boxes, but we have our buy box current, our new third-party FBA current, and our new current, which ended up way over here for some reason. I got that in the wrong order. I told it to you guys correctly, but somehow on mine it got messed up. So we have three columns here, but we only have one column here. So the reason we have these extra two is so that, for example, if there is no buy box price, then that's going to mean it's a suppressed buy box. But there is a third-party FBA price, then we can move, like for example, it said $19 here. Well, rather than having no price, we can move this $19 over here. Okay, and now we have a price for this database to run. The same thing for that new current. If there's no buy box, you know, if it's a suppressed buy box and there is no third-party FBA sellers, but there is a merchant fulfilled seller, which would be that new current, we can take their price and use that to have data to run this database. So we download all three, so we have our options open. Now on this blank here, it looks like there is no prices there either. And on these blanks here, it looks like there's no prices. These are Lancome leads, and so that's why there's just not a lot of, you know, different seller data available for third party, because, you know, we all know what's going on with Lancome. That's why I'm using them. So I'm going to go ahead and we can delete the third party and we can delete the current. We just need them to get this buy box current filled in as good as we can. Okay, and once we have that filled in, now we have our buy box current, our FBA, instead of deleting the new current, I deleted sales rank current. It's been a long day, guys. Yeah, it's been a really long day today. That got a big batch going out. Okay, so buy box current, FBA, sales rank current, count of retrieved live offers, and package weight. We can just highlight this entire section, copy, bring it over here, hit paste. Now, if you notice, on rows 2 and 3, we have our keepa data, and we don't need or want that in here. So we're going to delete cells and we're going to shift up. Okay. Now we also have 2 more columns to fill in. This database calculates shipping cost. So, for example, like my shipping cost is 26 cents a pound, so I would just enter in 0.26. Okay, and we would just make sure that is drugged down for the entire area. I have it set up for 50 cents a pound. So if you don't do anything, it's going to be 50 cents a pound for inbound shipping. But if you know what your inbound shipping is, go ahead and add it in. If you have extra costs like a prep center or something like that, you can enter those here as well. If there are no extra costs, make sure this has your zeros in there. You just can't leave it blank. Okay, these buy box prices, they can be left blank. They will just show up blank on the other end. Okay, and so when you see those blank ones, then you'll know to manually check those if you want to know what's going on with that. Okay, so we're going to then go to our review page. Whoops, I'm way far down. This holds 10,000 leads, so you gotta end this. I made this first row so that it would stay put for you guys, so you gotta make sure that you're looking at the correct area. Okay, so what this is gonna do, you notice there's a lot of green on here. This is gonna highlight any lead that's above 30% ROI. Now it did also highlight these ones that were left blank. But otherwise, anything that's above 30% ROI is going to get highlighted. But it is pretty nice that it highlighted those blank ones for you guys. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're just going to go through and copy all of these that have turned green, and we're going to paste them into our buy sheet. Okay, so once you guys get all of those pasted over, then the reason for pasting these over is not necessarily that you're going to buy them. The reason for pasting these over is so that you can then manually check them, because you still need to check and see, you know, is this product actually profitable? Like, because this copies the source price from before. So we need to find out, you know, is that price the same? Has that price changed? Is it still even in stock? You know, has there been any IP complaints since the last time? You know, did it just have a momentary shift up, and that's why it's showing profitable? So we really need to manually go through these, but rather than having a list of, you know, like 5,000 to try to go through, and, you know, I would shoot myself in the head before I even managed to make it through that list. This is going to take that list, and you can start your day off with 20 or 30 really good leads that have the potential to actually make you some money. So take a look at this, and if you guys want to download it and give it a try, my Gumroad page should be linked below the video, and you guys should get a link for it as well. There isn't any charge to download it at this time. And pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just letting people pay what they want for it. I do have a suggested price of $4.99 on it, and what that's doing is just allowing me to continue to make this kind of stuff for you guys. You know, I don't have a ton of money, and it does take a lot of time to come up with this kind of stuff. So, you know, leaving a donation for my time is definitely appreciated. And will allow me to continue to be able to give stuff away, and not have to start charging for it. I would rather do it on the honor system, and let people take it if they need it, if they can't afford to pay for it, and just let people pay what they think it's worth to them. So thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. Now this does have a ASIN remover tool, because occasionally you will get errors in ASIN, in keepa, that will tell you like, hey, these ASINs didn't give you a result. And so this does have a remover tool that allows you to remove those ASINs without, you know, having to like Control F to try to get them out of your leads. It, you know, it goes through and it makes it pretty easy. So I'll post the link to the video for that as well, for you. And let me know if there's anything I can do to help out or any questions I can answer. Thanks. Have a good one.